It's time for a quick update on my reading situation, and if you would like to see how my reading journal looks at the end of February, stay tuned. What's up everyone, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. So today we have my reading journal. If you recognize this one, this was the Arch and Olive A5 journal, and I had done the setup. The video is already on my channel. I will link all the reading journal setups. I started in 2024. So I have last year's, so 2024, and the 2025 ones are already up, and I went for a Fairytale storybook theme. So this was a quote I had done. So if you want to check out the full setup, please go ahead and do so. And after you have done that, you might want to come back and check this out and see how it went. And a small disclaimer, some of the reviews in here for the books might be spoilers, not entirely, but maybe a bit here and there. So if you are not keen on getting that done, I would suggest skipping those particular portions. But if you have read the book, feel free to let me know if you agree with what I said. So this is the first couple of setups, and I have, let me just move the clips as we go so that it can lay flat. And this clip is from Journal Say. I have linked it if you want to grab any of these. And just with anything else, all of these stickers, all of these washi flakes and all that are from Journal Say. And this is from Wrong, just to give you an idea of what I had used. And this is from the washi tape shop, and the others are from the Notebook Therapy. I will link all the shops. I'm not an affiliate for the Notebook Therapy, but for others I am. So please find all that information down in the description. And let's go over the first page I have filled. So this is the number of books I read each month. So for January, I finished with 5. And Feb, I got to 9. Good job. So I have roughly that many books I need to do here. So this is a bookshelf. Again, I had done some Dutch doors. I'm yet to come and fill the names in here. And these are printables from, not printables, sorry, PET stickers from Wrong. You do have it in the sticker book version also. This is the bookworm. And these alphas are from the Journal Say. And on to the first one again. This is the series tracker. So I got started on the Crescent City. I read The House of Earth and Blood. I have my hold on the second book, so I will get to that as it becomes available on Libby. And this is a book bingo. I do have 2 or 3 that got checked off. And yeah, a long way to go here. So I'm part of the Reese's Book Club on Instagram. So they come out with recommendations for every month. So I'm currently reading The City of Night Birds, which I got lucky and could grab it right away. And before I forget, these alphas are from Planet Derby. They are printables and of course tangible too. So I have that printed in multiple sizes to suit my needs. And I just use some washi tapes, and this is from the Reese's Book Club 2024, The Society of Lies. I got hold of the copy, so I finished that. And just some stamping alongside. And new authors, I wanted to try at least 3, but I'm already at 4, so I might need to squeeze in a few more here. So I just put down the next number as well. And Kristen Hannah was somebody I had wanted to check out. and the rest just happened, but I'm liking it so far. So I think I will have room to grow here. And let me know if you have read any books from new authors, new to you. So I really loved Kristen Hanna's Women. It was really a very strong, powerful book, and I am on the lookout for other books from her. And as soon as I get hold of it, I will be reading that. And I love how colorful and fun and yet a bit of a fairy tale-ish touch it has going on. And on to the next one, and this is the A to Z challenge. And these stickers were from the Archer and Olive, the Dark Academia set. So let me also share. This is one of the Happy Planner pouches, the clear acrylic pouches from one of these Quad Girls bundle that it had come. So I keep all my reading related stickers and the books, the stamps, the book covers and all that in here, including some of the ratings that I used to do. And we have, let me see if I can spot the sticker sheet. Yeah, just a couple here. And this was actually the collage paper pad that had come, and I had picked these up on from a D-Stash group, and this was, I wanted to use this for something in here, but we'll see. And this is from the book, and this is the sticker sheet that I have. So I'm being very careful or mindful when I pull them out. So I'll just wait and see how it all comes about, and then I will decide where I want to use these last set of stickers. And this is all I have. I would rather have it used where they are really needed. So I went ahead and added the book titles for the books I have read so far. Some alphabets will have multiple ones, and that's what happens, especially with the T. A lot of books start with the, so you will have lots of books in that letter. So this is the A to Z challenge, and now on to the reviews. And I will be getting to the reviews, just touch on each book very briefly. But this page, I think I will go ahead and set it up with you. This is the spare sheet I have after the 15 books I have going on so far. And yeah, looks like I may have missed a couple of them. That's why, because 9 plus 4 is not 15. So I will go through that and just double check on that. So for the next time, you will have that number a bit corrected. So we will have the review pages now. Again, the first set of pages was set up last time. And the first book is Nantucket Nights. So it revolves around friends Kayla, Antoniette. Yeah, it is 3 friends. Kayla, Antoniette, and Val spend their summer doing a summer ritual, and something happens and the story just evolves, secrets between friends. So I'm just not going to do any more spoilers. I have some of the ratings also here. So the rating, I have used the stamp here. If you can see, there is the 5-star, and I will link all the products I'm using, as I mentioned before. It is part of the stamp set, and I just cut this out because I need not use the yay, nay, and all that. So this is kind of the stamp I have. And the journals, the washi tapes, all the information will be in the description, as I mentioned. And I'm just going ahead and doing the quick, I'll touch on the books really quick. And this was okay. And this was what I was reading at the start of the year. I didn't quite complete it by the time January 1st rolled around. And on to the next one, which was Wrinkle in Time. It's a young adult kind of book. It is magical, time travel, and yeah, I remember my kids having studied this in school, so I was just curious as to what it is. I knew there was time travel involved. So if you know, I talked about The Wrong Place, Wrong Time, which was one of the top five from last year. And time travel is really interesting if the author is good at doing it well. So I had picked this up for that, and was the girl Meg and her brother Chris Wallace and their friend. They set out on a dangerous journey. They try to explore into a world and rescue their dad. So a bit of a spoiler, but not too much. But then, as young adults and children, you need to actually think of it. So they talk about the brain and all that. So it was again a good book. On to the next one, which is just another missing person. Author of Wrong Place, Wrong Time. I love the author. So you do feel like a detective solving the mysteries. There's a Julian, a police officer, Louis, a caring father. So just a story that revolves around them, and the plot around a missing person, a 20-year-old girl, and then the ending was really nice. So I love the author, so I would strongly recommend. Have you read any of the author's books? Just let me know. And if you have any recommendations. And on to the next one, which is Simply Lies. And Mikey Gibson, single mom and a former detective. She works for a global company that hunts down wealthy tax and credit card cheats, and she's called to investigate on something. Then she ends up being the prime suspect, and then how it evolves around that. So I would also like to point out that these are really some of my absolute favorite pages. I use these cane wines, these stickers from Journal C, along with these washi tapes from the Notebook Therapy. And on to the next one, which is Barefoot by Ellen Hildebrand. And this is the same thing. Three women. One is seriously ill, Vicky, and her sister Brenda, who's caught having an affair with her student, and Melanie, who's pregnant after a few episodes and all that, and how one of their babysitter, Josh, steps into their life, and things go about from there. And I like Ellen Hildebrand. It's light reading. Sometimes it's not quite as predictable, so you can assume it will be a good ending, but yeah, it's easy reads, nothing too stressful about it. Or if I can handle Ellen Hildebrand. And the next one from my favorite author these days, Frida McFadden, and The Devil Wears Scrubs. So I have newfound respect for the medical interns as they do their night shifts, and how stressful their lives can get. And she is just surviving that first month. She did not think that she would be sane after all that she goes through. And the devil herself, her senior doctor, who makes sure that her life is pretty much a hell. So that is, again, it was one of the harder books to get hold of, but I did. And the next, the much anticipated Onyx Storm. And towards the ending, I have to be it's not a spoiler, don't worry. I am not sure if I like or if I quite understood what the real ending was, but I loved all the action and how the characters are maturing and all that. So if you have read The Onyx Storm and the other two books in the series, The Fourth Wing and The Iron Flame, just let me know which is your favorite. And it was good. So luckily I got it right away on Libby, so that was nice. And next comes A Society of Lies. That was one of the books from the 2024 Reese's Book Club recommendations. I finally got hold of it. It was a long wait. And it's about the secret society called the Sterling Club. Yeah. And it's about Maya and her sister returning to the campus. Her sister Naomi, who is found dead or killed on the day of her graduation, and how Maya discovers the whole set of stories or the set of events that led to her sister's death. So it was nice. And these stickers are from these set again, these cane wines. It was this one, the pillars with the roses and all that. And these papers are from Journal Say, and so are these windows. And next is The Crash again, which was really one of the releases of Freda McFadden from this year. So Tegan is 8 months pregnant, and she's headed out to meet her brother, and she drives right into a blizzard and an accident, and a couple rescues her, and she's held captive. And I love that ending. I liked how it is, so that I'm giving it almost a 4, 3.75, I could say. And then this was recommended by Mary Ellen. So this is the Remarkably Bright Creatures. Yeah, I accidentally colored in all 5 and I was supposed to give it 4. So it revolves around Tova, who works a night shift at the Sowell Bay Aquarium. It did remind me of the Monterey Bay Aquarium, where I used to live very close by, and we have such fond memories from when my boys were toddlers. And the star is the giant Pacific octopus called Marcellus. And he is a character who discovers or unfolds the mystery or the whole story behind Toa's missing son, Eric, who had disappeared 30 years ago. I liked it. I really liked it. So I decided to bring in some of these mermaid stickers from these are individual stickers from the washi tape. No, the Daiso. These are just individual stickers. I'm not sure how many of these I can link, but I will try and do my best. On to the next one, which is Let Us Descend. This was one of the Goodreads recommendations for Black History Month. And this is reimagining the American slavery and journey through the rice fields of the Carolinas, the slave markets of New Orleans, and the heart of the Louisiana sugar plantation. I'm just reading the review I wrote because as somebody who has actually visited facilities where the slaves were kept in Africa before they were shipped out. I've been to Africa multiple times, and I've actually done the tours, and I've actually seen it in person. So this was really, I've seen both sides. I mean, I can't say I've seen the slavery or any of this actual thing that happened, but I still see the buildings they were kept in and what they went through before they got sold out. So I can really, it was hard, I must put it that way. And Annis is the girl here, and she seeks comfort from the memories of her mom and the stories of her warrior grandmother, who was actually taken from Africa. So this was hard. And yeah, that was a good read, but again, it was not an easy one. On to the next one, another it was strong, powerful. That's how I would word this. So I've given it a 4.5 or 4.6, something along those lines. Let me know if you have read this book and what you felt. So it revolves around Frances or Frankie McGrath as she heads out to Vietnam as an army nurse, and her brother had just lost his life in the war, and she wanted to do something, a true story of patriotism and deep friendships, and how the post-war trauma sticks and stays in the lives, and still how they get treated once they're back, all of those. And it was really an eye-opening one for me, because as the Vietnam War was something that had happened before, way before I was born. It was really hard to actually envision all this. I hope to get to Vietnam and actually see all the underground, the bunkers, and all the guerrilla warfare that they had to face, the American soldiers. So I have my cousins who have gone to Vietnam and they did all the tours. You sneak in between those underground location, secret hideouts kind of thing, where they wait and then attack. So all of those would be really nice now that I have kind of a idea of how it looked from the American side. So it is nice to see things from both angles, if you ask me. So that's Kristen Hannah. I don't want you to be sitting here for an hour, so I'm trying to rush through this. And this is the Crescent City. This was recommended by one of my friends, Hannah. This was recommended by one of my friends. Thank you, Yana, for recommending this. I really loved it. And again, this has talking animal characters and demons and a fantasy. I liked it. So this is the Crescent City. I'm awaiting the book 2 here. And this was one of the recommendations from the Goodreads. And if you would like to follow my journey on Goodreads, I have my profile linked. Please make sure you come follow me there so that we can support each other and help us both in reading and growing. So this is the homage to books and book lovers. So Martha, she escapes in his abusive marriage and moves to Dublin, where she works as a housekeeper for an eccentric ex-actress. And Henry is a PhD student obsessed with an old manuscript and is ready to do anything. It's not a spoiler, trust me. Connecting the two is a missing bookshop. And 1921 England offers some background to the events as well. So you talk about England and Dublin. Yeah, it was good. And the last one for now would be, this is how I finished my February. And after years of seeing her sister suffer, and this is a Nettle and Bone, I really love this. Yes, I truly believe that women empowerment is real. So Mara is the third born of the family, and they have a small kingdom, but then the bigger ruler marries both her sisters, and then things evolve, and then she has to take charge when she sees her sisters being abused. And yeah, she's joined by her fairy godmother, a grey witch, and a strapping former knight, and a chicken possessed by a demon. So it was an interesting combination. So together they make sure the problem is fixed, and that's all I'm going to say. It was nice. So I'm really liking this author as well. So I will go ahead and do this page and share it at the end. So this is something I had been wanting to again do. So let's just have all the books I read in one place. So I made the Dutch door and just rounded the corners. And I would rather have too many pages here. So I just have the washi tape in the middle, and I have these pages because there's only so much I'm adding to every single page. So I will need to come and add the title, and I will also see what else I can bring in. Switching over to the voiceover now, and I have my VersaFine Onyx Black, and I have these stamps which are slightly on the decorative side. So I think this will be a perfect one for stamping top 5. And then I want to also add the numbers 1 to 5, but I think that's a bit too big. So I'm switching to my tried and tested smaller numbers, and I'm just going ahead and doing the stamping. I'll start with the title. So I will obviously come and add the titles once we have completed everything. So I'm just trying to evenly place it, and you will see that some of the edges I did have some smearing there, but I will come and white out those portions. So just closing the ink for now, just so that I can prevent further damage. And I'm using these bookworm stickers from Wrong Wrong, just a tad bit at the bottom so that we can have some decorations. And I would really love to make sure it weaves in, or it looks or goes well with the whole concept we have going on throughout. And I'm trying to see which of these stickers would look good, because I just want to have a bit around the edges, not taking up too much of the space, because we do not have much space to kind of use for these. And as you can see, these are individually cut, so it's clear, very easy to kind of make sure you can use it whenever and wherever you want. And I had to take a break and come back later for this before I decided to do the voiceover. So I'm now trying to stamp books red. So just getting the pressure right with these, because I had this set of decorative alphas and numbers in my stash, but it's been a while since I used them. And they are from Journal C. Again, I will try and link as many shops as possible, and including all the names of the products and all that, so that you can pick up these goodies if you like any of these without any confusion. So just trying to make sure I have a couple of the bookish elements for the space we have available, which is very, very limited. And I'm going to, just some book themed elements thrown in here and there. And I think that will pretty much be it. Let me know how you like today's setup, and how your reading is going, if at all you got started with reading. And please come follow me on Instagram. I do share more sneaks and more spreads over there. And please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification if you haven't already. It really helps me out with the growth of the channel and lets these kind of content out to more folks out there. And please definitely do share this with anybody who you think will find this helpful in setting something similar. And please check out the other videos in my reading playlist. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.